Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and I was always told how to voice the radio. So today, we need to be taking a look at a new Vikavolt. You see, the lovely Antoine Boulet has gone and tagged me in a tweet today. And the lovely Antoine Boulet has gone, hey, Wossy, have you seen this new card? It's a new Vikavolt, and ladies and gentlemen, I hadn't seen it. I have now seen it, and I am pretty gosh darned excited. And obviously shout out to the lovely Antoine Boulet for providing our translation. Now, if we have a little bit of a look at the basics here, we got 150 HP, which is in line with the previous two Vikavolt. As a side note, the previous two Vikavolt, both good. We are seeing a bit of a trend. Pokemon love Vikavolt. We have a retreat cost of 2, which is higher than we might like, but we do have Balloon now that will allow you to retreat for free, so that's quite nice. We've got a weakness to fighting, which is not ideal with stuff like Morpeko running around. People like Morpeko, people will be trying to counter it. Also, Snorlax VMAX, and I suppose I could even mention Silvally GX here. People are going to be gunning for those, which means people are inevitably going to end up gunning for you. But you are a lightning Pokemon. That means you can use Electro Power to do yourself a little bit of extra damage, an extra 30 for each one you play. It means Thunder Mountain Prism Star to reduce your attack cost. It means Tapu Koko Prism Star to accelerate a little bit of extra energy. And it means that all those newfangled water Pokemon that are now weak to lightning, think Lapras VMAX, you'll be hitting them for weakness as well. But you're also a Vikavolt. And that's huge. Because do you remember what the Charger Bug from Unbroken Bonds does? The Charger Bug from Unbroken Bonds allows you to attach it to a Vikavolt or a Vikavolt GX as a double lightning energy. It's not an official image that I popped up on the screen. It's a little mock-up that I made, but I'm kind of proud of it. And I don't get to use it all that often, so I'm kind of going for it. It's a huge, huge advantage. But what does it do? Well, according to the lovely Antoine Boulet, the first attack here for 1 lightning and 2 colourless energy, and this is the main one we're looking at, 60 damage, plus 20 more for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon in play. Now, you can do 300 damage in a single turn with this. You can get this from 0 energy to 300 damage in a single turn. 300 damage is enough to get something like a Magikarp and Wailord. That is huge. 300 damage is enough to get your lower Pokemon VMAX, like Meowth. It's not enough to get stuff like Snorlax VMAX, but remember, you've got Electro Charger. In theory, if you drop 4 Electro Charger in one turn, you can actually be doing 420 in a single turn. It's asking a lot, but it is absolutely possible. To put it simply, if you're willing to use a couple of Electro Power, you can instantly get a one-hit KO on any Pokemon whatsoever in a single turn. And that's bearing in mind, even if Snorlax VMAX puts buff padding on, goes up to 380, you still only need 3 Electro Power. So how do we get up to 300 damage? Well, remember earlier I told you about that Twin Energy card. Yeah, Twin Energy comes in pretty big here. Twin Energy will be your attachment for the turn. It is double colourless energy, but it cannot be attached to a Pokemon G, X, or a Pokemon V. No X. Alright, cool. So that's your attachment for the turn. We've then got that Tapu Koko Prism Star I mentioned earlier, who, when you put it in the Lost Zone from the bench, attaches 1 lightning energy to each of 2 of your bench Pokemon. So that's 4 energy, 2 from your attachment for the turn, 2 from Vikavolt, so that's 4 energy, that's 80 damage, plus the 60 base is 140. And then we bring in the Charger Bug. Now, Charger Bug is a Pokemon, but it counts as 2 lightning energy when it's attached. Which means when you're using Charger Bug's ability to attach it, it does not count as your energy attachment for the turn. So we can now attach 4 Charger Bug. And each of those Charger Bug is 2 energy, so that's 8 energy. Times the 20 is 160. Add the 140 we did before. Oh, look. 300 damage. 60 base, plus 40 for the Twin Energy, plus 40 for Tapu Koko Prism Star, plus 160 for your aforementioned Charger Bug, and that adds up to 300 damage in one go. And here's the thing. It is energy attached to all of your Pokemon in play. If all the energy had to be attached to your active Vikavolt, I'd be going, well, it's not the easiest one to use if I'm honest with you. It's getting a little bit awkward. Because if you get KO'd, you lose all your energy. But that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. If your Vikavolt goes down, I mean, the ideal situation here, really, is your energy cost here is being paid by Tapu Koko Prism Star and Twin Energy. That should be your goal here. Tapu Koko Prism Star plus Twin Energy, and that pays your attack cost. And then all of your Charger Bug and your other Tapu Koko Prism Star, etc., that's all attached to your Pokemon on your bench. Now, the other thing we need to mention here, and it is extremely important, you can only attach Charger Bug to your Vikavolt. It doesn't work when attached to a non-Vikavolt Pokemon. So yes, you can attach it to your bench Pokemon and you still get to do the extra energy, but very, very much worth bearing in mind, you've got to have Vikavolt evolved on the bench, and it might not always be the easiest thing to have those Vikavolt evolved on the bench. You have been warned, ladies and gentlemen. You have been warned. This is huge. This is a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. And like I say, you've got to be a little bit careful and you've got to get your Vikavolt evolved up. But this is a single prize Pokemon. And in theory here, you'll be taking down Pokemon GX, Tag Team GX, Pokemon V Max even. That's kind of huge. This is a phenomenal attack. And quite frankly, this is good. We've already still got the Vikavolt from Unbroken Bonds. I showed you a video not too long ago about the Vikavolt from Unbroken Bonds doing very well and winning a tournament in the Sword and Shield meta. It's pretty good. This Vikavolt is better. And it's even got a really nice second attack as well. 1 lightning, 3 colourless energy, 170 damage base, which is quite a bit. And then 30 to yourself. And okay, the 30 to yourself isn't ideal, but you've still got 120 HP left after it. You're only giving up 1 prize. It ain't that big a deal. And the energy cost is really easy to pay here. You need 1 lightning, 3 colourless energy. So 2 Charger Bug will do it. Or a Charger Bug and a Twin Energy will do it. You shouldn't ever really be worried about getting this going in a single turn. You don't even really need your Tapu Koko Prism Star for this. So you can attach that to one of your bench Pokemon maybe. Get another attacker rolling. The point I'm making here is, it is very, very good. It is absolutely awesome. And I think this is going to bring Vikavolt back. Vikavolt isn't one of the big powerhouse decks in the Sword and Shield format. It's not the best deck or anything. But it is a very good deck. And it is showing up and it is winning tournaments. And now we're introducing a much better Vikavolt into the fray. This is awesome. I should mention, as for 170 damage, you'll basically get all your single prize Pokemon, your non-GX, your non-V. You'll get some of your weaker GXs like Keldeo or Dedenne. But then if you add 1 Electro Power, you're up to 200. And then you're getting all your basics and stage 1s as well. 2 Electro Power, you're up to 260, and you're getting everything up to Gardevoir and Sylveon. That's 3 Electro Power. And 4 Electro Power, you actually go up to 290 and get everything except for your giant tag teams like Magikarp and Wailord and your V Maxes. So you've either got a pretty efficient attack that does 170, or an attack you can absolutely pile on and do gigantic damage. But because you can pile the energy around your field as a whole rather than just on the active, you are not locked into either one of those strategies. I'm giving this 4 Wassies, and honestly, I feel like I'm being a little bit stingy. I feel like it might be worth more than 4 Wassies. I think we might see Vikavolt coming out and doing very, very well very, very quickly. But I'd like to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio. And do please consider checking out youtube.com/WassyPlays, where you can find out about a whole bunch of games that don't have Pokemon in, but are very, very nice indeed. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.